Okay, so let's start, man. Okay, so important fields to be remembered in SMTP, guys. Important fields to be remembered in
Yes, Rag.
SMTP. Yeah,
Yes,
important.
Rag.
What are all fields? From,
From
to,
to
subject,
subject is
attachment.
the mail.
Ismail is there, but what do you say?
Attachment file name. Attachment name.
Attachment mean for our SOC. I'm telling now. Okay, attachment means
Name.
attachment name. It
Name.
is okay.
Size.
Attachment
Size.
size also. Okay. Then what else?
Source IP.
Means
Destination IP.
IP.
Source IP.
Then
Destination
destination
IP.
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 Okay. Then what else we can?
Reply codes.
Okay, reply codes. But these are later, but context will be putting most of the times here. Okay. So these are the important information that you should remember. Okay. So with this, let's see like what and all two different approaches for how many approaches we have? Where and all we can collect it? Any idea?
Incoming now. Incoming
Huh?
traffic and then
Yeah, incoming traffic and
via
outgoing.
income
Yeah,
outgoing
okay,
traffic.
very good. Incoming and we have outgoing traffic is there. But what I'm asking is, okay, let me write it. Incoming, coming. Okay, so now you let me know what are the uh, what do you say uh, approaches for incoming? You tell me. Profiling how we can do for
You mean
incoming.
approach?
Yeah, different
How to
scenarios.
analyze incoming traffic? Okay,
Yes, yes,
fuzzy
yes,
fuzzy mail IDs.
yes, fuzzy. Uh, then,
Mail IDs and bulk content.
okay, okay. See, what you should say is you should say it as bulk or influx. Influx. You can say anything. Okay. Bulk also you can say influx of. Influx to influx of outbound. Outbound emails. Outbound of incoming emails. Incoming incoming email. This is for incoming from somewhere, some other company from outside. Incoming influx of email have come. So something is there suspicious. Okay. So next two things you
Key,
told.
key
One
people,
more thing is also there.
key
Key
people,
people of organization. In the form of key people of
Yes. Okay.
organization.
That kind of like key people, we should be monitoring them all the time. Key people. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Okay. We should be monitoring all the time. Okay. Whether on their name anything has come from external and their names from which source they are coming, then SMTP has to like has to take care, and we also should be uh, monitoring the same thing. Okay, okay. These are some important things. What are the outbound? This is an inbound. Outbound. Only two things. Okay, whether someone should not be sent that mails from their devices, whether they are sending or not. Unauthorized. Correct, right? Okay. Unauthorized source device. Okay. That you cannot identify. How can you can identify? You have to capture the streams, SMTP streams you have to capture from one point. So all the logs you'll be collected there, right? So that time you'll come to know, oh, some device is sending SMTP, whether it is there in the whitelisted devices or not. Okay, or whether it should be allowed or not. Whitelisted means to be allowed or not. That list you have it or not. You will check it
Here
in
device means example.
your PC, your server.
Okay, 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 sir. Okay,
That
okay.
kind of. Okay, whether they are allowed or not. See, some servers they don't wantedly they don't configure any mails or anything. It will be for only HTTP port 80 and 443 purpose. Okay, and other services might be patches, glitches, and all. They'll be updating, and they'll be updating some what do you say, their own port numbers. Okay, to the world they will say 443. Even web server will also won't be there at 443. There will be remapping, like how our NAT converts, right? Same way they converts whatever the traffic comes from external world. It goes to 443, right? Same way when it comes to the our main what do you say, gateway, firewall, or what you can say, load balancer something, it takes it and converts that 443 into some whatever the system configured, whatever they have configured, like 500 or 600, some other number they will, because attacker, if they within the company also someone is there, if he comes to know that 443, definitely some servers will be there. I would like to scan them. Then what he'll think, so he'll be first starting those assets attacking. So in real world, to the external world, for reaching the company, you will be using 443, but internally the actual server will be staying in some different port number, whether you believe it or not. Whatever just now I said, whether you guys understood or not, you tell me first. No? Okay, let me explain. See, this is a web server, right? Usually, what will be the destination port when we are sending from the client? If it is a web server,
443 or 80. 443
443 or 80, anything. Okay,
or
no
80.
problem. Anything.
Yes.
Okay. The actual part is there will be something called as LBs, load balancers. Okay. Hmm? So, whatever your google.com and all everything, here they'll be configuring. Okay. This domain name is equal to, okay, and this port number means like 443, okay, is residing at this IP address. Okay, so on the IP address, like that they will be mapping. Okay, something they will do mapping. Okay, they've kept it here. Okay, now whenever a request comes, okay, and this particular IP at this particular port, it might be 543 or something different port. Okay, this is the request. This, it will be like, if you get this thing, send that to this port, this destination port, this IP. Okay, the request comes here. Okay, then immediately the traffic will be sent to this web server. When it opens, as the port number, okay, is changed, and as well as the IP address, it is changed, okay, by the load balancer. This server, when it takes it, it will check for first what IP address, whether it belongs to it or not. Yes, because load balancer has changed it to different IP address. Why we have changed? To hide the actual what do you say, the what do you say, the to the external world, that is this IP address. Okay, the server's IP address. And more even, it is in internal network. So internal IP address will be mapped. It might be 10 or it might be 172 or it might be something like that. But till where your server is, your server is here. But whatever the DNS query you are doing, you are getting the IP address, right? You are not getting the IP address of the server. You are getting the IP address of the configuration, whether it can be some whatever the server, like web configurations allowing capabilities will be there, right? Like load balancer or some next gen firewalls. Okay, there's some like configurations of creating domain name and IP mapping, and the correct server name mapping, everything will be there for them. Okay, so To the world, you are telling to reach this point. You are not telling to reach this point. You are telling to this point. Once from the give me a second. Forget, man, to log this. Give me a second. Okay. To the world, entire world. Okay, you are telling that how to reach means you are trying to whatever the IP address you are putting. Okay, is company has told use this IP to the entire world. Okay, that might be a load balancer IP, that might be direct server IP, or this, that can be a next gen firewall IP or something. Okay, your task is to reach, okay, whatever the company provided IP address. Okay, so you will reach that. Then they will take care of converting, like whatever the request you have received, means like some 443 port with whatever the DNS query resolved IP address. Once if you are reaching, okay, then you will be converting it like how it happens NAT, right, to specific IP address. Okay, and the port port is very sensitive, right? If attacker comes to know every organization, so they put their assets here. Okay, that's why small companies will be automatically get under attack because they will not be using any load balancers, firewalls, or anything. They'll be just holding some server. That is a problem. So they will be easily get scanned and all the data they can easily can capture. Okay, so that is the reason it's always good to hide your IP addresses and port numbers to the external. You show public facing IP port number because 443, as soon as when you enter HTTPS, browser understand it is 443. It is not you are telling to the client that you have to use 443 or anything. So these guys will be listening, but DNS is yours. Okay, which IP you have to go to reach this particular web server. Okay, that you are telling that to reach here, some port here at the load balancer. Okay, so that thing it will be in your hand. So DNS will be updating that particular thing, even though that is not the correct. After getting it, oh, you have come to reach Amazon.com. Oh, no problem. Okay, I know the IP address inside it. Okay, people told my IP address only. That
Ragam,
yeah, go ahead.
here you mean that a public facing IP address and a real IP address should be different, right?
Yeah, physical server's IP address. Okay, and means this
Okay.
IP address and the publicly whatever they have showing to you is totally different.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Okay.
okay,
Thanks.
whatever you resolve, right? Okay, that and this totally different. Okay, that's why what do you say? Many of the companies what they do is they'll be routing the traffic through some intermediate things. Okay, this is my network. Where even the small companies, okay, what they do is this is cloud fair or something. Okay, what these guys do, they do have some kind of servers. Internet, whatever the traffic comes. Okay, if your DNS is configured here, okay, as the Cloudflare DNS, okay, if your DNS and here you will be putting it. Okay, let me show you guys this. I have used since I don't have firewall everything DNS Cloudflare, right? Cloudflare. I think it is. Hmm. Come on, 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 come on. Okay. See, I should not explain you all the things at the same moment of time. Now, this is the right time where you people will be able to understand it. That's the reason now I'm telling. Don't get confused. Simple it is. Instead of the security is important thing for us, right? So that's why we'll be like motor bus. Okay, one, two, three. whatever. Okay. How many times, man? Rock is here, here. I cannot wait. What is this? Another truck. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Okay. Let me save it. Something I did mistake. I'm a human. Motor bus. I don't know. I think this is bus only. Joshi, close door, Jay. Door close, Jay, Joshi. Okay. If you see here, yeah, DNS. Okay. This is my actual IP address. Correct, right? Guys? Guys,
Yes, it's fine.
yeah,
That is version.
this is what it is showing to the external. This is what what do you say, my actual Namecheap server's IP address. Okay, or I can say wix.com, Wix somewhere where I have hosted my this thing. Correct, right? My content is there at this IP address. Okay, that's why content where it is. Okay, IPv4. So now the problem is if you see the external world, okay, where example here, if you take it, okay, say for example, take, I might have here, somewhere here, I might have, did I have anywhere here? E-learn Infosec. See, if you see this, what it is showing, 104, 18, 15 to 52, 104. Actual content is staying at which IP address? 23,
23.
233.6. But at what I'm telling is, whatever this is which company? Cloudflare. Now I have given all my information to the Cloudflare, okay, where my system is, my server is there, everything that information I provided to the Cloudflare. Cloudflare, not only my website, so many website, many of them it will be free service only. It will provide. If you have any DDoS protection, all those things, extra charge they will do, they will. But I want only free. That's make sure the traffic, whatever it is, goes to my website. It you go through this, and also I'm a not very big company. I have to pay for HTTPS certificate. I have to pay yearly some 500 rupees or something, or 1000 rupees or monthly. 500 rupees or 1000 rupees or something. I think 250 or 300 something is that monthly. So I don't want to pay that. Okay. I'm already bearing my charges for hosting and other aspects. So Cloudflare, what it will do is it will be giving me a free HTTPS certificate on behalf of their company, and I'll get HTTPS to my website also. So I will be using Cloudflare. Some services they are provided freely. So once I put my content location, my domain, everything, all the information, it will be mapped, okay, to their own IP address and my domain. Okay, if someone performs a DNS query here, what return they will get? They will get the DNS output of the system. Okay, DNS
Cloudflare.
of Cloudflare. Okay, why we are doing all this? For the sake of security.
Yes,
Correct, right? For the sake of security.
yes, right.
Okay, this is what it will be happening in the real world. If you are not a very big company, if you are a company, you will do this like this in the organization itself using the load balancer. You will map the IP. Load balancer means you will be having multiple servers, same way. This server and this server are the same thing. Okay, and some other different server. So whether I have to send to here for this data, or both are same servers only. Whatever the data is here. But 1,000 people coming means are coming means here 500 you will be sharing. If for this servers 500 here, 500 here, like that. For that purpose, okay. So they will be putting the external world these things as the public facing kind of. Public facing means like the output will be from when they resolve, they'll be resolving to these. Okay. So let us see. Okay. Now these are all clear, right? Okay, now let's get into so authentication, authorization. Like so, we'll be not allowing these devices other than SMTP, other than web traffic. We might have like maybe other like SSH and other protocols few might have enabled, but generic protocols like Telnet, okay, or FTP, or what I can say, HTTP or HTTPS. Okay, so these protocols like 23 and 21, 20, okay, and 80 and 443 are not allowed. Okay, on this protocol, but SMTP is there, right? SMTP. These are allowed. Okay, these are allowed. FTP is not allowed. Telnet is not allowed. But uh, if there is some other protocol, say for example SMTP 25 is also not allowed. But someone has configured some their own custom mail account and they are trying to send it. Immediately that should be blocked. Okay, so by maybe from firewall or somewhere some other location if it is not under the whitelist. Okay, so you should be monitoring these logs if any device is sending the SMTP related communication to external world, which is an internal device and which should not possess this capability. Okay, so that is the what do you say, one of the important thing which you have to remember. Okay, so monitoring the uh, devices and always look for the user agent. Okay, means which source it is sending. Even though if you are having mail configuration, okay, somehow we cultivated username and password. Okay, but he identified your username and password. But the problem is, okay, here some mail already configuration configured on some other person. Okay, some server. Okay, but on some machine. Okay, but he doesn't want to disturb it. He has cracked username and password of that machine, but he doesn't want to keep traces of that. So what he is doing is opening some browser or some other mail clients. Okay, installing freshly. So that time each client or the browser related mobile client or directly the client means application, mail configuring applications. Okay, that kind of application they'll have mail user agent. So these mail user agents we should be monitoring as well. If it, we should have some whitelisted mail user agent. If it is like from say for example browser, what kind of user agents it will be. If it is from your officially available client, whatever it is installed on your machines, what should, apart from those two, if something new configurations or new user agent, if you are seeing when outgoing mail as a here we should include the user agent, mail user agent here. Okay, mail user agent. Okay, if you are seeing anything extra beyond this, then you should catch him immediately. Some different user agent which are not even allowed, so immediately block. that should be taken care by the security appliance of your mail server. But if it is not there, okay, at least you should know that something happened. Okay, am I correct? Okay, so that is the thing. So we just refreshed it now. Okay, let's start. What do you say? Going through some where it went. Let's start. You have any doubts still now here, guys?
No, Raghav.
No, Raghav, no.
Okay, okay, fine, excellent. Okay, so that is a simple reason why I have actually the approach input output that sense we should always apply when we are collecting the when we are creating profile. Profile means all about you, what you have done, how you have done it, all those things, what your roles responsible. The same way it is like what you should do, incoming what you should do, outgoing what you should mainly majority monitor. Okay. Now let us note down DNS. Okay, DNS means DNS profiling. This is okay. Domain name system, right, or subsystem. Okay, the people say
Service
subsystem.
domain.
It is domain name system. Okay, but if some people say subsystem also. Okay, okay. See, it's why we use. It's always easy for us to work converting.
Domain name to IP address.
No, no, I domain names. Okay, like URLs. Okay, or host names. You can say host names. Okay, to what?
IP address.
IP address.
IP address.
Address. Okay. Are we going to do DNS query only like this, or anything else is also it does? It does reverse also. Okay. Sometimes you have IP address. Okay. You want domain name. Okay. How you will come to know about it? Same DNS query, but you are for different request, different things you are pointing at. So in any organization, okay, I will explain this. Okay, in any organization, so always we should be more focus. We should give more focus onto the DNS logs than any other thing. Okay, because it will help us in identifying the SMTP related traffic attacks. It will be helping us in identifying the what do you see HTTPR HTTPS attacks. Okay, so lot many things you can actually identify. Okay, so DNS logs are very important for us. Okay, uh, then let's go here. What are the records? Okay, DNS records. Okay, let me open this. Fields are not fields. DNS records. First, DNS types we should. That's why I have already explained you last before to that class that different types of records. Now tell me, what are those records? A means what?
IPv4 address.
Or address. Okay. Okay. Triple A means
IPv6.
IPv6.
V6 address. Okay. So you are requesting A, or you might be requesting triple A. Okay, like that in the request DNS request. Okay. Then this is 4A. Sorry. Okay. I think triple A or 4A. 1 minute, guys. Let me check this. Triple A, it should be, but 4A, it is not. Triple A means authentication, authorization, and availability related thing. Okay, this is 4S. 4S, man. Sorry. Okay, so okay. Next, for mail, Okay, mail, what it is? Email
Exchange
server
server name, exchange server. Email server, exchange server.
and mail exchange, mail exchange or email server. Correct, right? Okay. Then,
DNS.
okay, key name, canonical name, alias to the record, right? That is www. Okay. The name means same thing. You're this thing only. Say in that location, what you have said. Example. Uh, I'll write it here. If it, yeah, this is better. Okay. Here, if you see a record, what it is telling? A is e-learn infosec. This thing, correct, right? Okay. C name, what it is telling? It is telling the some www which is hosted somewhere here. The same thing. It is pointing to the same thing. The elearninfosec.com is a record. Okay, the a record. If you clearly observe this one, elearninfosec at this particular host. Okay, this automatically comes. This is automatically get generated. So let me open that. Okay. Okay. So now what you will do is you will say CNAME, canonical name. Okay. People usually might be like they will not be used to, uh, they might be, they'll be putting like this directly. Okay. So they will not get the e-learn infosec. For that, what you should we should say, boss, if someone puts this thing also, point to my address. Address means to this only, to this particular thing. The same thing, it is address means this is the, you are pointed earlier when I am entering, right? I've just entered at the rate, automatically it fetched. That is related to this e-learn infosec wherever this my web server is hosted, right, to that location. Okay, so let it be. Uh, then what else? Chrono. Well, name. Okay, I don't know the spelling. Okay, okay. NS. NS means name servers. If you see clearly, my name server, actual name servers are these now. Cloudflare, Cloudflare, Cloudflare.com. Cloudflare is my name server. There are two name servers. Just if it is down, then it will come here. Okay. It can use anything. Okay. So these are my name servers. Means like over the internet. Okay. If something somewhere happens. Okay. For example, name server means, okay, you are hosted here. Okay. Yeah, definitely I accept it. Okay. Your domain name DNS means domain name server. Here hosting has done. Okay, in an organization. Okay. But okay, anytime, every time, if someone comes with some IP address, some what do you say, DNS name, okay, and they are looking for some IP address. Say, for example, they checked internally in your laptop, they also didn't find the request sent to the ISP. ISP also did not find the request. Then it will send to the regional some DNS server if it is there. That is called as entire for India, Singapore, everything. There is one zone server. Okay. Total there are zone 13 zone servers are there. Okay, in the world, any domain names when someone buys, okay, and gets activated, they'll be updated here. Okay, so if it is like comes here, then it is clearly stated that it is, oh, this domain name belongs to the what do you say, it is belongs to the uh, it belongs to the GoDaddy, say for example. GoDaddy is the domain. Okay. So it will be sent to the GoDaddy. So now here to the world, I have told this domain belongs to the Cloudflare. So it will go to the Cloudflare. Cloudflare knows my internal IP address. So this is the IP address. Correct, right? This IP address, it knows right internally. It didn't tell these guys like this is the IP address or something. Okay. But instead what it will do, it will just send some its own IP address back to me, and I'll be moving to another location. Okay. So I'll be somewhere here. Okay. So whatever the request it will get, it will be replaced again and it will be sent back here. These guys will know about this DNS, this IP, whatever this one is given. Okay. So that's the reason, even though ELEARN InfoSec is actually at 23, that is the reason why you have 170, where it went ELEARN, see this is 104, 1852, like that it is. Correct, right? Is this clear? At least theory wise?
Yes,
Yep.
Raghav.
Yep.
You want me to explain once again?
Hey, Raghav, what was the name
Yeah.
server again?
Okay. This one?
Yeah, the name server.
Okay, just let me control Z, let me NS. I think it is there, I guess, this command. Sorry.
That's actually the DNS or what?
Yeah. If you see here, okay, the DNS server components, the IPv6 and IPv, for any request related to the ELEARN InfoSec, when someone in the world, someone enters it, okay, then I will get the update from my ISP or some other zone servers or from the Cloudflare saying that, but any domain related to this particular thing, like if you want any information on name servers, you have to contact him only, because he is holding all the information of where the hosting is happened, where the mail is hosted, and the same way where the IPv6 address is present, where it is hosted. Okay. And what is the server that different URIs are there with them. Okay. PTR means reverse like address, true address to the, what do you say, if I give here like this PTR, right? Okay. I can give some IP address. Okay. Something like this, see, some subdomain. Okay. And something like this. Okay. So the point here is, okay, different records you have, okay, here. So where it went. So all these are some information which I can put it over here. I haven't put it, but I can put this entire how, where to reach any asset of google.com is provided at only one location. That is the, here I'm using Cloudflare service. Same way in your organization also some DNS server will be there. That is called as like a name server. Okay, that it will include every information about it. Say if I want to, a record is there. A record that gives me some information related to how I can. Wait a second. Okay, how I can. Your question is a record only, right, Robin?
Yep, got it.
No, name server.
No, that's what name server. So, example, name server will be having the complete record. Okay, name server will be having A record. Okay, AAA record, 4A record, MX record. Okay, CNAME. Okay, then okay, PTR. Okay, then some other blah 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 fields will be there. Okay, So this is a record someone will be maintained. Who is that person? That person is called as name server. Okay. Now I don't know who is the name server. Today is the first day. I just launched my PC, which is over here. Okay. And I'm trying to access elearninfosec.com. Okay. elearninfosec.com. Whom I'll be asking first? It is in Cloudflare. Just remember this is in Cloudflare. First, whom I'll be asking? Guys, internally I'll ask. Right? DNS
Router.
cache.
Yes.
DNS cache first. DNS cache.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
Router will never do. Okay. It will be like DNS, whatever you have mentioned right here. Whatever you have configured here, it will do that. As you said, it is correct. It is not always DNS. It will be wherever your DNS settings. Okay. If you go here, right click. Where it is? Go here. Network. Okay. Where it went?
No, the user is searching the website for the first time, right?
Anything for
So it will not
anything.
available in DNS cache.
No, it won't be there. That's what. If whether it is there or not, it will check. Okay. It's responsibility to check. Okay. Without blindly, it doesn't go to the next thing. That is the thing. Okay. Let us see this adapter settings. Okay. Now, if you go here, okay, properties, okay, IPv4. Here you have the DNS. Whatever you want, you can configure. Okay, here 8.8. Instead of if DNS case it doesn't identify means it doesn't even look for your router. Router also doesn't have router will internally refer it to operator because they have configured that in the router. That's the only thing. Okay, router will not hold any kind of domain name to IP address table or anything. Okay, so usually I will put here my own interest. That is for any domain name queries, please reach 8.8.8. That is Google DNS server. Okay, instead of my operator DNS server. Okay, so he might be having all the information to the latest usually. Okay, so this is 4.4. Okay, this is the primary and this is the alternative. Okay, so see this one 8.8. Right. So these guys will be holding if I have any DNS query I have. Okay, DNS query I have. First I'll be checking the DNS. I'll be checking with the DNS server. Okay, my system cache doesn't have any cache, so I will be going to say, for example, if it is my ISP. Okay, then first what I'll do, I'll go to ISP. Through router only it will go to the ISP. ISP will be having the router is connected to one DNS server. Okay, DNS server. You will check. Hey, any name servers are there or not? Anything? Okay, any name servers? No, nothing is there. Okay, so then it is not related to this. Okay, so maybe this is very fresh website. Okay, so you might require for you to contact Zone servers. Okay, somehow it came to the Zone server. Okay, so this Zone server it will cross through different routers. Just remember that. Okay, it will cross through different router and receive that Zone server. And Zone server will check. Oh, you want elearn infosec? Okay, someone recently updated that. Okay, they are at so and so. Okay, Cloudflare name servers. These are this two Cloudflare addresses we have got, right? So those things. Okay, so immediately what it will do? Okay, it will be giving that name servers. Okay, and now you will be like asking the DNS query. That is what name NS lookup which I have done first. Whatever I have done is now NS lookup name servers. If I would have wanted a record only, I would have told that for this domain I want this thing. Oh, then it will come to know that oh, You want a record. I have the name server where you have to go and reach. But now what you want is like I will be redirecting you to that location. Okay. So this guy, whoever Jones server, will be redirecting you to the Cloudflare. Now your Cloudflare, the name server of the Cloudflare will, this is a name server side, it will take it and it will resolve the IP address and gives back here and like this it'll, and these guys will keep a record of it, everyone. Okay, so anytime new request comes, so now the guys know that, oh, you want a record, please take it. Oh, you want MX record, please take it. Hey, you want CNAME, please take it. Is it clear now?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so don't think that whatever the request we send, we'll be sending DNS request, right? DNS request, right? Okay. DNS, when you send a request, you will be sending a record, okay? Or you'll be sending AAA record, a 4A record, or I'm telling, request might be, it's not like both the things you won't send anywhere. Okay. You give me a record, or you give me 4A record, or you give me mail server record, something like that. You don't ask anytime. You will take any one request and you will send it and get that particular IP address, because it will be configured here and that copy is available here, or anywhere. Okay, got it. Okay, let's move further down. Okay, where it went? Clear this. Yes. Okay, let me clear that mess. Okay, these are some what do you say, fields, name server. NS also name server field within here itself, like how to reach for all these things. Okay. What else we have? PTR also. Okay. Let us see with this. That's enough, I guess, for us. Okay. So how we can collect these? How we can collecting mechanisms first will be collection mechanisms. Okay. How we can collect? As I told already, how we can collect? Same thing. Where and all we can collect? First point. Huh? From span port, right?
Span port.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, span port. Just extract. Okay.
And
And the
DNS
second one,
server.
huh?
DNS server.
Uh, just that's what span port you'll be sending to bro. But another one more thing is like let's have some what do you say, agent installed on the that particular thing. Okay, or you just pull the logs, that is agentless. Okay, so any one of these. Okay, on directly on the DNS server itself. Okay, so I think these are the this is much information. What do you say, when it comes where and all you can collect it. Okay, let's move further.
One more thing you told us, spam application also.
Span port. Spam
Span and
application is spam applications for that thing. What do you say? That
okay.
for SMTP only. It
Yeah,
is
yeah,
not
I
meant,
got it.
right?
Yeah.
This is like you will be having a DNS server. Okay, anyone comes to your network within company only. You will be having so many domain names, whether you believe it or not. You'll be having hr.amazon.com. Okay, that is belongs to your internal. Okay, payroll.amazon.com. That is belongs to your internal. There'll be something that some internal web servers, so many apex dot Amazon.com, something, so many different servers will be there. For them, you have to maintain DNS records, some internal different type of mail accounts will be there. Okay, so for example, deliveries, you'll be having some kind of mail system, some kind of say business people, they'll be like who are sales people, they'll be on complete different mail system. Okay, so you'll be having differently, you have to segregate, because if a guy, if everything, all the eggs, if you are keeping in the same basket, if one gets spoiled, it will spoil all the eggs. So that's the reason, segregate the data and keep them separately. Okay, that is the reason. Okay, so this is about what the um, what do you say, about the collection mechanisms what you have to follow. Okay, next,
Here agent and agentless means
just
posting
you are
the
pulling.
logs from
Yes, service account
PC
you
or
create. No. So
okay,
from
okay,
DNS server,
okay,
you're
okay,
configured a service account on the this machine, right? The same credentials you are using it on the
okay,
so
okay.
from the Splunk, they will be pulling it. Admins will do it. Okay. Hmm? Okay. Mm, then now let us get into the various um, what do you say, fields of what do you say, DNS. Uh, So what do you think, like what and all fields will be there? Usually, I told clearly already one particular thing, okay, how it looks. Anything from these fields, just take one example and tell me what fields. Timestamp, correct, right, guys?
Yeah, timestamp,
Then
host.
main
Okay.
things, main things. I don't want anything. Okay. Mm, I want only three fields. Okay. Source IP, correct, right? Destination
Yes,
IP means we are requesting something, correct, right? Okay. Source IP. Okay. Whatever the predefined DNS server you configured, right? That it will be the destination IP, correct, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So then what else you'll be getting you'll be getting which type of record you are asking, correct, right? Okay. Type of request type, correct, right? Means which type? A record, you want IPv4 address, or you want 4A address, or you want MX record, you want PTR record, you want name server. All these things will be there, right? So which one you are talking about? That is this. Okay? Is it clear? And the for which domain you are asking. Okay? Is it clear now to this extent at least?
Yes, Raghu.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, let us just remember what and all will be there. When you get a response, you will get the response in such a way that whether the it's correct or not. Let me. Okay, I don't want to confuse you guys as of now immediately. Okay. So let us see what and all we can do it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. This is enough. Okay. Request what it is. There will be something like one thing. It will be there, right? Request is there, right? But you'll be having response, it will be answer something. Okay, that we will see it later. Okay, uh, that's enough, I guess. Let us move on with the other aspects. Uh, where it, okay, now, so now you have so many logs that you are getting through. Correct, right? Huh? Okay. So what I can see is if your company is having so many, what do you say, traffic going out, okay, um, how much amount of logs do you think it will be having to that uh, uh, like like from one system to another system? Okay, there will be communication, right? Okay, so for example, like this. Okay. When I am communicating from this machine to this machine, this machine to this machine, okay, usually, okay, it will be like majority of the traffic, it will be like first web traffic, okay, uh, and then you will be getting some sort of DNS only, you will be finding it in the second position, usually, okay. So, DNS logs are so much because it is a UDP based protocol. Okay, what is the port? DNS port
53.
53. Uses TCP or UDP by default? UDP it
TCP.
uses. No, no, no. It uses by default UDP. Okay. Let me show you. UDP. DNS port. Okay. DNS port. Okay. If you say DNS service uses well-known port 53 for all its UDP activities. Okay. But nowadays, depending upon your application which you are developing, it's not like the operating system by default it won't send it on TCP. If you are creating some new DNS server, okay, you can send it over TCP as well, and activities, and as it serves port for TCP also, it uses a random port of 1023 for TCP requests. Okay, if you are configured it, you can use 1024, but by default it is 53. When you say 53, you should say UDP. When you say, okay, above random port, any port you use for sending the request, okay, on TCP, whichever it is configured. But for that, you should know the other application server's port number where it is configured. Once a port is configured for something, okay, so that is for that particular purpose. Okay, so now let us see what is the thing. So as I said, you'll be having nearly 80%, okay, of the logs whatever you get internally, okay, and internally means through the company, within the company the communication happens, right? That it will be of the kind of DNS, okay, for the internal I'm talking about, okay. um, but the external also it will be the same case, but you should, I mean, like when I say the internal domains means you'll be having like 10,000 servers, something like that, right? Some big organizations, that kind of organizations I'm talking about, okay. So for example, if you want to find a threat, okay, so the traffic 80% in the sense 80% in the sense this is not like organization entire traffic related thing. If you have 100 logs of DNS at your DNS server, this is DNS server example, 100 logs are there. In that 80 logs are internal logs, and remaining this particular 20% is some external DNS request. Is it clear first of all why I said this 80%? Guys,
No, can you explain?
okay, see. Now, this is my DNS server. Okay. And this my organization is here within. This is my organization. Correct, right? Okay.
Yeah.
My organization keeping its own DNS server. Okay. If someone has to communicate internet through proxy and everything, it will go. But if they want to new domain, which is not in our cache or proxy, doesn't even know it, but whether we have to go outside means first I should get the IP address, right? For that, correct, right? So instead of it relying on some like ISP DNS or some uh, zone servers, what they are doing is, boss, please use my DNS queries only. Got it right? Use my DNS queries only. Ask me only internally. You don't even go to ISP. Whatever the ISP's copy, I'll be keeping it in our machine. Okay, don't take much risk. So somehow some request it is not there in the cache. Okay, so internally you have configured in your network IPv4 network settings that please request DNS server. Okay, so you asked DNS server. That eLearn InfoSec is a website. I would like to reach him. Okay, so it will check. Oh, if it is not there, then it will go to the ISP and then it will get it. Okay, if it is not there here also, or sorry, if it is there here, so that is called as external request. Correct, right?
Yeah.
You tried external website. Correct, right? Somewhere eLearn InfoSec is somewhere. Okay, correct, right? Is this
Yep.
clear till here? What is
Yeah.
external? Okay, now here payroll dot amazon.com. This is Amazon website, amazon.com. This is hr.amazon.com. This is a server1.amazon.com, server2.amazon.com, server3.amazon.com. Some internal communications will be happening in between them. Okay, forget about this. Okay, here it is. Okay, so if the DNS query request comes right, okay, I don't know where is server one because this server I'll be moving from here to there, here to here. So IP addresses also keep getting changed many of the times. Okay, so server will be moving here. So every time what I'll do, I will go and check DNS and GNS will give me the IP address so that I will route to that particular location. Okay, correct, right? That is what DNS. Okay, this is called as internal. The server is also internal. The request for reaching this particular server is also internal. Okay, so this is internal DNS query. So you have external and internal, right? So when I say this, 100%, if I am getting 100 requests to my DNS server, 80% of them are for the internal to internal. Okay, internal to internal. Only 20% the DNS server is looking for outside result. Is this clear?
Clear.
Yep.
Yeah, Raghav.
Siddharth, Siddhant,
Yes, sir. Can you repeat the internal to internal communication?
internal. Okay. Say, for example, you have connected two PCs at your home. This is one PC and this is one PC. Okay. And you told both the PCs they are connected to the Wi-Fi router. Okay. And it is connected to some DNS, I mean, some operator and it will connect somewhere. Okay. Now, what I'll do is there only I have created one more machine that is called as DNS server. Okay. What you are doing is, see, this it will be PCs. I'll be moving different locations here itself from somewhere depending upon my mode. Okay, I'll be keeping it here, keeping it. So the IP address might be getting changed. Okay, because IP address given by who? Router. Okay, IP and power of the router and power on the router also new IP address will be assigned. Okay, now what happened here is now here this is internally you created these are as a servers you consider this its name. This is your company, small company name. Okay, this is HR teams server, hr.smallcompanyname.com. Okay, this is a say for example, payroll department, payroll.smallcompanyname.com. Okay. So when you want to connect to from this machine, you in the browser you entered hr.smallcompanyname.com. So internally your server is here, right? DNS server. First it will go and ask, hey, where is hr dot small server? Then it will be keeping the record of it, right? So it will give you the response. Okay, this is the IP address. Then you will go to connect to it. So this is called as internal to internal. You are not going to internet. Only internal only you have received it. So DNS did not ask for resolving or anything to the external world because it knows it all belongs to him only, right? Within the network. So DNS server knows about all them. If it doesn't know, then it will go for external DNS request. If this DNS server, internal DNS server, doesn't know it, then it will ask, oh, I don't know who is this thing. I'll go and ask outside. Got it? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is called as, I have made a mess of. Okay, so this is where it went here. Ayyo. Okay, so uh, so exclude now whatever that 80% logs, we need not to worry because those are all our people who are trying to reach is our guys only. Where they are reaching our systems only. Okay, so you can
Our
ignore
DNS.
those logs. Yes, so internal logs. Okay, don't worry about it. Like 10 dot within our organization, like 172 dot or 192 dot. All these things you ignore if someone is trying to reach. Okay, for these kind of like some internal domains, ignore. For you, DNS will keep track of all those records. Okay, but from security point of view, when you are creating the dashboards, when you are creating the what do you say alerts, okay, don't consider them because unnecessarily you are taking burden of that all logs. Okay, uh, and this is okay. This is you have ignored. These are ignores. Okay, so internal domain name request you can ignore. Okay, second, what is the second one? It is like well-known domains. Google is a well-known domain or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Ignore. If someone is asking reach google.com, no problem. Amazon? Yes. Flipkart? Yes. All such kind of things are called as well-known domains, right? Okay. Those things also you can ignore. Okay. So, boss, you are telling to ignore everything. Now, what? Boss, it is very important. Okay. Which are some like 10 days before. Okay. 10 days before. Okay. Someone has actually identified, we have identified that this domain is created. Okay. And my internal system is trying to communicate externally to that particular domain name server. Not domain name server, that particular server or that particular IP. It is a domain name. Someone has hosted some website. Okay. My internal system in organization trying to resolve a domain which is just 10 days or 2 days or 5 days old. Very less, so it's like just less than 3 months or 2 months or something like that. Okay. So that means suspicious. Okay. Correct, right? Is it suspicious or not?
Yes.
Subrato, is it suspicious or not?
Yeah.
Correct,
Not
right?
trusted.
Not trusted because someone has created some website. Okay, and he might have kept some code in it. Correct, right? Some code in such a way that it will leave a backdoor in the machine wherever the web page is opened. Correct, right? So that kind of things happen. Okay, so you should be very conscious. That's why all the websites in our company, when we are browsing, they will be go to proxy first, whether they should be that website to be allowed or not. If that website is not there, means that is the reason, boss. First, let me go and connect our internal DNS. Internal DNS, it will be there. We'll go and ask, proxy will go and ask, hey, this guy is asking me to reach this website. I don't have whether he is a good guy or not. Okay, then if the DNS is, it gives that information, take your domain name. But now proxy also doesn't know whether it is a good site or not. And what it will do, okay, you go through, okay, go through this proxy, and it will go, and the other person, I mean, like the web server where that web page, wherever your domain name, you are reaching that domain name, right? So that will provide you some web page, and that web page, it will be, you will be opening it, and this it is having some kind of backdoor opening code. Okay, kind of, you, whether you believe it or not, if you open this, okay, it uses your processing power and your what do you say, processing power and your memory, and start utilizing it for some kind of cryptocurrency mining. Okay, some example I'm giving it. We'll discuss more about such things later. Cryptocurrency mining using your processor, using your browser. Okay, browser will give some commands to this processor, and processor will be executing those continuously. So your processor will become, because server, I mean, like your systems will become very slow. Okay, so attacker, did he do anything? No, he just reached. Okay, if it is a very new domain, someone sent you link, or you have come to know that by seeing some ad or something, you opened it, you will gain money or and all in that ad. So then you opened it. So since the proxies doesn't aware of it, and there is no proper detection mechanism, so you're ripping off the company assets, and company property, processor, memory is getting what do you say, utilized in a non-authorized way. Okay, so that kind of attacks might happen. So that is the reason. So domain, what if it is a server? This particular PC is a server, which is like having high configuration, so they can fastly do all kind of some kind of mechanisms of utilizing more processing power, more memory, that kind of things. Okay, so just I would like to say here one thing, that okay, the domain names, whatever you are trying to reach outside, you should check age, because if they are very new, okay, if they are new, just start monitoring them and get an alert and check it. If it is something suspicious, report it to the IT to block it. Okay, am I clear?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so that is the reason I have kept it here. Now what should be here? One more field what we should monitor. Guys, what should we monitor? One more field. Age.
Yes.
Age of the domain. Okay, remember that. Fields, I'm talking about the fields. Okay, let us see. Anything else if happens, we'll update it. Okay. Okay. So now it is clear for you guys, right? How internally it works, what is the age, why it is required for us. Okay. Based on that, we will be concluding. Okay. So all the reputed domains we are not least bothered about. Don't even monitor them. But if there is any new domain which is of age, which is how I'll come to know about the age? Simple way. Okay, there should be some mechanism to be in place. Okay, uh, okay, which captures this who is okay. Say for example, I have very recently 3 months, not even 3 months. Now you tell me when this domain name is created, guys.
7 July.
7th.
7th
Yes.
of July. 7th of July.
This is a updated only. I will be seeing it. I don't
7th
see
of July.
anything. Yes. Okay. I have. This is important thing for me. Okay. I don't want anything. I want the updated because someone, this domain name, someone bought sometime. It might have expired. Okay. So, like, see, 21 7, it will be going to expire for me next July. Okay. So, I'm a small guy. I'll be yearly, I'll be doing this. Okay. So, it might get expired. Okay. So, someone will buy it and they will use it for their own malicious purpose. Okay, after it gets expired. So I'll be seeing for when it got updated, all those things. Okay, got it? Hmm? That particular record in your this thing you'll be checking, you'll be updating it as oh, it is like from today to when it was created, last day when it is updated means oh, it is something suspicious. 2 days only it is happened, something like that. When it is created and updated values, you'll be checking and you'll come to a conclusion. Okay. Okay. So okay. Let us discuss about something interesting. Let till here it is clear, right? How to avoid unnecessary logs. That is enough for us. Unnecessary logs, how to avoid. Is it okay? Shall we move on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I will be telling you some interesting whole related topic now. That is very interesting. You people will like it, I guess. Okay. Okay. I will just tell you.
No, we have to create rules based on these fields, right?
Yes, correct. Whatever the queries you write, imagine these queries. I mean, imagine these scenarios and try to build so many dashboards. Not one dashboard, two
Okay.
dashboards. You can create so many
Okay.
dashboards. Okay.
Based on this, alerts will be generated.
For that, alerts another queries you have to write. Okay, same thing only. Instead of creating dashboards, okay, you have to create alert. How many events of such things has to come to generate an alert? Okay. So that is different. Why you will come to know. Dashboards and alerts are all different. Same query you can use it. What you want to represent, you'll be transforming it as dashboard. Same query you can use it for how many events to get it accumulated to create an alert. Okay, you're transforming something into a GUI format. Another one is an action. The same query. Got it? Hmm? So, so first of all, what is meant by sinkhole? Any one of you know?
Sorry?
Sinkhole. We'll discuss this and then we'll wrap it up. Sinkhole. Okay.
No.
DNS sinkhole. Okay. I'll tell you. Many of the companies they will. Robin, you know this DNS sinkhole? I mean, like any your organization, anyone they are putting it.
Yeah. Like a spoof DNS, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. No, organization they have kept it. Okay, that is the thing. Yeah. This is the one. Now, okay. Usually they will say 0.0.0.0, but I don't mind that. Okay. So there is one. Okay. Sandbox machine or it is a dummy web server, anything you take it. Okay. And okay. Okay. Someone somehow a new website he has opened, okay, and it has come over here. You know that it is not a well-known IP address, a well-known domain, 100%, and it says also it is just maybe 3 or 4 days, okay, or anything, okay. So instead of, okay, what you'll do is instead of sending it to the attacker's server, okay, domain name server, whatever the attacker's server, web server or whichever the server it is, okay, instead of sending it to him, what you will do is you will redirect that thing here. You will be configuring it here, some sinkhole. If something is not, you are able to justify or judge, and their domain names are suspicious, that's to redirect them to our testing, our testing, security related testing activities, where we perform some sandbox machine or some dummy web server. You forward it to it, okay, so that once after it goes here, okay, I will respond 200 okay to this guy. You got it right? Okay. One thing, if it request goes here, okay, and I will send further communication, he will try to establish, okay. Now it will give this DNS server name, okay. So I'm sorry here. Okay. So forgot about this DNS. Okay, it will give some sandbox related thing. Okay. So what I'll give is I'll tell it to reach this sandbox machine, okay, to this guy as your DNS response for the query DNS response. I don't give this servers. So this guy will send the request to this sinkhole. Okay, the sinkhole it will go. Usually some machines are very big machines. They'll be keeping here itself, but some people they'll keep separately one more machine. Okay, so now he will start sending get request, post request, all that things to, or he'll be like um, uh, there is something called as RC. What is the RCP? Mm, remote communication.
RDP.
No. Protocols. Uh, RTC, I think. RTC. RTC protocol. WebRTC. No. Web communication protocol. Okay. Yes. Okay. This is no, where it is port. No, not this. I will give you. I think RTC only, but the port number I'm not getting it exactly. What they do is they will where it went here. Okay, these guys, what they do is they will be sending the data, okay, to this DNS server, hoping that this is the actual server's system, because the application or the software malicious one, whichever by mistake it is installed, it is trying to reach its boss, okay, but we want to see his intentions, okay. So we will ask him like, this is your boss, dumbly we will say. So this guy will start communicating with that guy, okay, and for that response I will say, so I will come to know what he is doing, okay, because this suspicious application, whichever it is, or suspicious executable file or suspicious script, something executed on this machine, whatever he is doing, I'll be everything getting captured over here, okay. And there is This is called as DNS syncholling. And also there is one more. If any domains are there, okay, which are like not, you would not, do not want to respond or anything, you can give some port number 0.0.0.0.0. Okay, so you send this to that port, respond to it, again it will come back, and on that particular port they will be coming and they will be dead over there. The request will not further proceed. But this is like for checking what user is usually, the attacker is usually has written in the script or in the malware or in the what do you say, malicious application, whichever by mistake user has installed, or through browser, wherever the whatever the background without any, like in background the scripts are the commands that are coming out of this machine. Okay, so this is called as DNS sinkhole. Okay, yes, is it clear,
Yep.
or you want me to explain once again? You want me to explain once again, or is it clear?
One more time, Raghav.
Okay. Okay. Now you tell me, if something happened, some system got compromised. Okay, this is a system in your office. It is already compromised. Okay, and it is trying to reach the attacker server somewhere here. Okay, attacker server. Okay, he has told as soon as you get connected. Okay, so this attacker might be here in Bangalore or he might be in US. He can go and sit anywhere, right? But what he'll do is he will be keeping one application server. Okay, whatever it has to do, he need not to be there. So for that, he'll use some application server to send the instructions back to this thing. Okay, now what the attacker has done is somehow he is able to make this guy, someone sitting on this machine, to install some malware or to install some uh, to get some web page or to launch some script or something has done, and this is now compromised. Okay, example. Or without knowing to compromise, he has given some URL to connect also. At least if that not happened, somehow externally he has contacted this guy and asked, okay, why don't you use this domain? It will be nice, excellent, like that. So now he entered that domain. Now the domain name request, where it will go first? Tell me that. Where it will go?
Internal DNS hub.
Correct. Since it is the very first time he is doing, right? So organization DNS it will go. Okay. There will be DNS sinkhole. Sinkhole means some port. Okay. Means internally. That is usually sinkholes means 0.0.0.0. They will consider for every system that will be having one, every network device or every system will have this. So as soon as when they receive a request, okay, and this has got an intelligence in such a way that, okay, boss, this is domain name is very just 5 days old one, and it is some random also. That domain name is XFSZ, something like that. Looks to be it is a fake one. Okay, I will be just throwing it into the garbage. Means sinkhole. Sinkhole means where all our sink, whatever we clean our dishes and all, right? Okay, we will be sending it through that thing. Are you going to again collect it back?
Nope.
No. So just it will be in a drain. Okay. So that kind of drain, there is one port in every system, that is 0.0. Then you will send it to it. Now you want to study. Okay. So instead of this 0.0.0.0, you can configure something like, say for example, 192.13, 192.168.1.22, something. That's some server. Example I'm giving. Okay. Some dummy server. Okay, web server, dummy web server. If it is a request, what you will do is you will give response to him saying that, hey, you want to reach that XFX, ZZZ, XXX something. Okay, use 192.168.122.1.22 something. Okay, so now it will, this is a switch or firewall, anything you consider. Now this will send a request to him to reach. This guy knows whatever request comes, then 200 okay. Okay. Then immediately this guy will send the next payload. What he is going to do next? Boss, you let me know. So all these guys are studying the activities what this thing is doing now. Got it right? Okay. This whatever the malware or script or anything which is installed on this, you can study by without making your data going outside. Okay. If you let this and study means you are keeping this device under risk, but now your traffic is not even going outside. Within controllable location only it is there. Now you are understanding what is the behavior of this particular threat. Everything you are understanding. This is also called as a DNS encode. Okay. Am I clear?
Yes.
Okay. So let us.
So the dummy server, how to resolve the IP address of requested site? The dummy server, how to resolve the IP address of requested website?
No, this is only right. We are only DNS only. Whatever we have come to know it is a suspicious domain name. So all that suspicious names, you have to go to this like that we have configured. It will tell that your output, whatever the request you are requesting is here. Okay, this is 192.168.1.22. So I told it to reach this particular thing. The dummy server, it will go and reach, right? We are not reaching this. We are reaching here only. What is your doubt? I didn't
No,
get.
here the user goal is to access that site, right? xyz.com.
Is it correct site or not? First of all, you tell me. Based on your analysis at your DNS output, is it
It's a fake website. Okay.
correct? Fake websites I have decided now. Okay. And
Okay.
for all fake websites, I have created one different A record. Okay. I will return that A record to this machine.
Okay. In case we doesn't know whether the website is fake or not, then
That's why I am
how
sending
we
here,
can.
right? That's why I'm sending here. My team will analyze it. From next time onwards, we will take care. Some intelligence will be applying here. All those things will do.
Okay.
For to make sure, rather than after reaching the attacker, if something we stop, that's not a, it is not a popular domain also. Correct, right? To make the
Yes.
things worst, it is not a popular domain also. No one is
Yes.
going
Yes.
to lose billions of dollars also because it is not the domain itself 2-3 days. What kind of business you do, you'll be doing with that website. Correct, right?
Right.
Yeah, that is the thing. Okay. So always it is will be dependent on something called as frequency score to know whether the domain is valuable or not. Okay. Let's see about all these things later. Okay. What is the time now?
It's almost 9:30.
9:30. Yeah. Okay. Then let's wrap it up. Okay. Tomorrow we'll see the remaining part of the DNS. Okay. Some scenarios we'll see, like what are baby domains, what are other things. But till now, whatever you have covered, okay, you should be able to go through them today itself. Okay. Please do not wait for everything to get finished. Please finish today itself.